leaving Hotham after a lovely stay down at the General with my mates Con. Really nice of him. Had spent last night with him, lovely dinner, a lot of food, refilled and ready to go. But a short day, only to Dibbins Hut, so because we did the other day where we got up to Hotham, or yesterday up to Hotham, so we added that distance in as well. So about 8k, so be a nice short, might go a little bit further. We'll have to work it out, so we'll see how we go. So just got to work out which way to go. Not too far out of Hotham, but yeah, about 3k's, or you can still see Hotham over the back there. So it's exactly what I thought it would be like walking out. So this way, nice open trails, nice easy walking. Bit of a easy day, and I think the next sort of section out to up to Cleve will be reasonably easy. Certainly like that, nothing like what I've been through. So looking forward to it. Should be good. Derricks Hut, so not too far really from Hotham. Go have a look. Knock knock. Nice clean hut. So yeah, might have a bit of a break in here given that we're not going far today. So Dibbins Hut, so pretty old looking sort of hut, although it was made in, I think what the book was saying, 1987, so pretty cool looking. Very dark inside though, so don't know how the camera will go. Let's have a look. No, yeah, it comes up all right. So there we are. So pot belly, place to sleep if you had to get out of the weather. Even a little nice cupboard. I don't know if there's supplies or anything, but yeah, so not too bad. Out of the wind, very warm in here. So, but yeah, we've decided I'm going to keep going on to Cape Saddle. We'll probably actually stay just off the saddle a bit due to the wind and the possible storm later. So yeah, so we've got to go out that way and up there. Coming out on the plain, getting close to Mount Jim. Really opened up, real grass fields up here. Nice easy walk and still following the pole line, which goes all the way up. So effectively all the way up to 1285, I think the numbers. So I'm not sure what number we're at the moment. 262. So 262. So only 1,000 to go. Now a bit of side trip up to Mount Jim, 18 metres, so just doing the climb now, so not much. It's windy here, there's like some sort of hawk there just hovering in the wind, quite amazing. There he goes. Still on the way to Cape Saddle, just following the pole line. Really barren out here, or grass sort of in the higher plains. I think we've got to get to about pole 449 or something for Cape Saddle. Not sure what we're up to, about 380 or something like that. So getting there, so it's getting later in the day It's about a bit after 4:30 at the moment, so no pole number on that one. So yeah, we'll get to Cove Saddle and go find a bit more of a sheltered area down along the aqueduct tonight. Mount Cope in front of me, and you just can see at the end of the pole line beyond those couple of trees the red roof of Cope Saddle Hut. So from there we'll go down to the aqueduct, and there's some sheltered campsites down there because I think it might be a bit of a interesting night with the weather. Cope Saddle Hut, sort of looking like it could do with a bit of TLC, so have a quick look inside. It looks like it's seen some better days. I suppose you're out of the weather, it's not too bad. So yeah, here we are. So attention's booked and so forth, so yeah. So on the way to Riders sort of huts and campground, a bit more of a sheltered area, so just walking along a nice easy road that runs beside the aqueduct. So yeah, nice quick walking. So here we are at Riders, nice sort of fireplace. Doesn't appear to be anyone else around. I've heard no noise of anyone. Another room, you could almost sleep in this one, but we'll set up the tent and sleep in that. So yeah, so well, that seems pretty good in here. So I don't know what the situation is with the rats and mice and things like that. There's even looks like a toilet over there, so I think I've scored big time. So yeah, so we'll set up the tent. Yeah, probably have a fire. Yeah, even another little shed here. So yeah, so Riders was a family that used to graze cattle out here. So well, it's day 14. We're about to get started. We're just inside the hut. We've packed up and got everything going. Got weather gear on. The weather's looking okay at the moment, very low cloud. So the plan is to get back to the aqueduct track, follow the poles, go up Mount Cope, go to Cope Hut, then make our way along the Aqueduct Park Rovers and so forth, up to Langford and then up to Edmundsons Hut for the night. So not too bad, probably about 15 k's. So we'll be out for 4 hours or something like that today before the storms come, hopefully this afternoon. Get in before the storms, hopefully the storms don't come. Yeah. Well, we're going back along the aqueduct to Cope Saddle. It is very, very, very cold this morning, so I've got a lot of layers on. In order to take video or pictures, I've got to take my gloves off, so we won't see too much. The wind's up, so the wind chill is very, very cold. You can see the mist and the clouds coming through here, so we might give Mount Cope a miss given the cold and get to Cope Hut, have a bit of a break and then push on to the other huts. So might be a get out of the element day. Chalet, so just hit the road now, so still, as you can see, pretty shitty day. There's some out the bus there, might have been a scout group, but it might be still, we'll find out. We'll wander down past the Rover Chalet, someone there might say hello, maybe get a free coffee. Well, we're now at Cope Hut. Some memories back from this one, so with Rob and Mark, so nice old style hut, pretty cozy. I remember sleeping in here after the blizzard, which is sort of what's starting to happen now. we'll hang out here, might have a coffee and then wander on down the rover, down a bit further, and we'll get in. So you can sort of see out there it's a little bit average. Up at the Bogong Rover Chalet, so doesn't appear to be anyone here, even though the van, but like I said, it was an outdoor ed van, so it looks very empty given all the curtains and everything shut, so won't be in there for a free coffee or anything like that. So oh, looks like a bit of the door fell off there. Yeah, so there's the chalet. So it's quite a large building. Never been inside it, maybe one day. Still progressing along the aqueduct trail to Langford's Gap. The weather's still pretty crappy. This side hasn't been so bad because it's been quite protected, but you can sort of see by the movement of the mist and stuff. It's still not the best day, but we're getting there. So we'll get to, like I said, Edmondson, and that's it. Nice to get wet and swim to the other side, but not today. As you can see, keep moving. About to cross over the aqueduct after a long walk along the nice road, I suppose. And then we'll go around to the edge of Marram Point, continue up toward Edmundsons Hut. The turn off the Bogong High road. Going along, shouldn't be too much further till we get to the mid. That's a good sign to see. So we've got about another 15-20 minutes and we'll be out of the cold. It is still, as you can see, blowing pretty hard. So it's quite misty, icy now, so it's starting to get quite cold. So it'll be good to get inside. And as we get into the snow gums, we see the lovely hut coming up here. Door wide open, but that's okay. I'll soon close it and have a nice warm cup of coffee. So we made it. So Edmundsons Hut, day 14, in really, really interesting conditions. And this one's even got a nice toilet as well. So yeah, we're just about to jump in. We'll get that fire going. Well, inside Edmundsons Hut, got the fire going, warming up again, got a cup of tea on. I really like this hut. This is quite a nice sort of hut. Very small. Well, probably Copart is probably more my favourite so far. So, but this one, you know, pretty nice. Toilet not too far away. Bit of light with a skylight, so it's not so very dark. But yeah, the weather outside looks pretty average today. So yeah. So that's it for today. I don't know how many Ks, probably about 16 or 17. But yeah, call it quits for the day and warm up and get some food into me. Well, day 15. What a difference a few hours makes. Last night was really, really windy. A fair bit of rain, so it'd be interesting to see what Big River's like in a couple of hours. Sun's out, blue skies. It's lovely. It's amazing how much the sun changes your feelings. Yeah, so the wind's died down a fair bit, so we slept in the tent last night. We sort of now got everything back in the hut, just prepping it, you know, having the morning coffee, the second one anyway, hanging a few things up, letting the sleeping bag air out a little bit, get all the clothes ready to put on to swap out from the night clothes, and then pack up and get going. Probably about an hour away yet, so not far to go today. Probably about 15 k's. Like I said, down across the river, past Ropers first, then up to the river, through the river up to Madison's Hut site, and then up to Cleve Coal for the day. So that'll be it for the day. So it's Monday, day 15. We're on the move, a bit before 10, just coming out of down there where the trees are, Edmundsons Hut. And as you can see, very, very different day. Beautiful, sort of very still, which is surprising. I thought there was meant to be a bit more wind. We'll see later today, but blue sky, lovely. So yeah, we'll wander up to Big River, Ropers. We'll stop at Nelse and have a look. But yeah, these are the days you really like, so warm you up a bit. Just at the summit of Mount Nelse, 1842 metres or something like that. So up pretty high, not too far from Bogong now, which is just a little bit more north. Cool looking at the clouds. Mt Wills over the back there, which is tomorrow. You even see some grass and farmland out that way, so pretty cool. So, and then back as I rotate around back to Falls and more cloud cover that way. So, and finally you can see Bogong in the background there. So there we are, Mount Nelse. Mount Nelse North, at about 1884 or something like that, very similar to the other one I think. So clouds look so cool as they're rolling in on the back there, so from the north, as we pan across, getting more and more closer to Bogong, yeah, then back to sort of toward Falls, so pretty cool. As we get closer to Ropers Hut, you can see the clouds are now sort of pushing up around Bogong. Looks pretty cool when you sort of up sort of higher, you can sort of see the clouds sort of at the cloud level, just a bit above it. So we'll see in another hour or so whether that's all over us, so that'll cool it down a bit. Now down at Ropers Hut and camping area, so pretty cool looking area, so doesn't look like anyone's around like normal, so we'll go have a look. Yeah, nice little hut, a bit like Edmundsons in a way, the style. Yeah, nice open area though here. It's like a toilet out the back there. Yeah, very nice. Tables or benches to sit down. Yeah, table to sit at. Yeah, very nice. So Ropers Hut. So it was good to actually run into a couple of guys. So they were coming up the spur from Big River, so puffing away. But yeah, had a good chat with them. Yeah, hadn't seen anyone for a few days. So they'd been over the top of Bogong, stayed at Cleve Coal last night. Had the crappy weather like I did. But yeah, nice couple of blokes. Good chat for a bit. And then yeah, they're on to I think Cope Hut. So bit of a walk still for those guys, but they're most of the way up the hill now. So lucky for them. So yeah, all good. So we're down at Big River, moving pretty quick, but there's the chain, the famous chain. Yeah, so we'll get our boots off and probably pants off for this one because they did say knees, so don't want to get too wet. So, and we'll make our way across. So should be nice and cool. And then we'll grab some lunch on the other side. So about 1 or 20 to 2 now. Well, made it across. The chain certainly makes it quite easy. It was a bit over knee high, probably mid-thigh type thing. So yeah, very fresh in the water, so good for the feet. I'll get dry now, put the boots back on and have some lunch and then get going up to Cleve. Steady progress up to Cleve. Track's reasonably good, a lot of like debris and stuff, but you know, a fair bit of switchbacks on the steep parts, and now it's sort of flattening out a bit, so not so bad. So yeah, pretty good. So I made it to Edmundsons Hut site, so not too much further as we cross a little stream, not too much further till we get to Cleve. So tomorrow we'll be back this way, up that way to Mt Wills. So and if you didn't know, this way is Mount Bogong, but not that I'll be being up there. So Cleve is about 2 km, so another half hour or so. So yeah, so it should be in about 4:30 today. Not a bad day. The climb up is pretty relentless, but nothing as bad as what I've had so far. So, but it's up there. It's certainly a decent climb. So, but yeah, there's some other ones earlier that are pretty much straight up with no switchbacks, so a lot tougher. Well, it's about 4:20. We've arrived at Cleve Hut. So it's a bit unreal, this one. It's like, you know, everything else is very tin and timber, and to have a stone building like this is very impressive. So even got some saw benches set up for cutting firewood. So I'm not expecting anyone to be in there. So we saw those two chaps today, but you never know. So it could be packed full of people. Given my run, probably not. So yeah, we'll step back a bit, and you know, it's a pretty impressive sort of building. Even got solar panels, so we'll go in. And there we are, Cleve. Very, very impressive hut. So a typical bed set up there and so forth. So yeah, very nice. Well, day 16, we're at Cleve Hut still. It's about 9:30, well, just before that. Nice day, a lot of sunshine out there. Bit windy, but not too bad. Really dry last night, which is good. Everything's really dry. So we'll set off soon to Mt Wills. So about 20 k's. Fair bit of down and then back up again. So nothing insane. About 1,000 meters each way. So we should be there probably 3 or 4 o'clock today. So yeah, away from the huts. Mt Wills across there. So that's the target for today. And you can sort of pan across and we can sort of see some of the target mountains in the future, hey? But yeah, nice day, wind's a bit up, so yeah, should be good walking. Well, progressing along to Mt Wills, that's always gets me, that there's a table sort of pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So there's Bogong in the background, and yeah, nice clearing and a nice table to sit down. So I better do that, sit down for a bit. Yeah. And as we progress, another table. I wonder if we'll get all these tables all the way through to Tharwa. We'll find out. Good view back on where I've come, back onto Mount Bogong. You can see, you know, a fair bit of snow still on the sort of more southern side. So yeah, certainly nothing like that out here. At the end of the long spur now, so yeah, now we're sort of continuing along this track, and of course there's another table, so table count for the day is now 3, so target would be 5, I believe, so see how we go with that. So lovely views out there, long way to go. So still progressing to Big River Saddle. A lot of the last several Ks, probably 4Ks, 5Ks, it's been on roads, varying sort of quality. This one's pretty good, very smooth, not much debris like tree stuff and all that. Other one's very heavy with sticks and everything, so easy-ish walking. Now it's very easy, so we've got about a K to go, so sit down and we'll have some lunch. At Big River Spur, yeah, big open area for camping, not much protection from the sun or anything. Just stopped up here for lunch, really quick sit down out of the sun. About to head up Mt Wills, which is about a bit over 3Ks and about 500, 600 metres of climbing, so should only take maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2. So, and soon we'll be at Mt Wills. Up to Mt Wills from the saddle, certainly a slog. The track's reasonably easy to follow, but it's just vertical, straight up. Doesn't look so bad here. But yeah, there's sort of 3 sections, they're sort of really steep, bit flatter, really steep, bit flatter. And then we'll get up to the road and then up to the top. Well, we're back onto the track after the big steep climb up. It sort of plateaued out near the end, so it wasn't so bad. So, but yeah, the first couple of bits were sort of up flat, so quite steep. So I think now it's about 1.7 Ks. It's a bit after 3 and we'll be up there probably half hour, so about 3:30 for the end of the day. And we've made it to the top of Mt Wills. There behind us is the actual top with some sort of telco thing on it, so we'll get up to the top in a bit. So yeah, there's the hut, there's the tank. Hopefully there's water because I need water, so we'll find out. But yeah, end of the day, about 20 Ks, about 6 hours. And here's the hut at Mt Wills, so nice little communal area, chair, armchair, that looks comfortable. A couple of bedrooms, even sleeping bags and stuff like that, so doesn't look too bad. So looks like it's been a little played around with, but yeah, looks a comfortable hut. So yeah, we can chill out. We've even got some saws to cut some wood. So I think Mt Wills is 1757 metres across the Hotham and Falls. It's hard with the radio tower, details like that, to the direction that we'll be going over the next few days. So a bit of grass and stuff like that. So yeah, as you can quite probably hear, it is a bit windy. It's sort of calmed down a bit lately, so not so bad. Day 17, we're at Mt Wills, right up on top. Not so bad view, the clouds are coming in a bit, so today off to maybe Taylor's Crossing or the creek before that. We'll see how we go. It's no real need to push because we've got to meet Mark and Clinton a bit on Saturday, so we've got plenty of time to get to that distance. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Nice day. The wind certainly died down from last night. The hut was nice and warm, good sleep, so we're ready to go. It's a bit after, or a bit at 8 o'clock at the moment, so just before, so we'll head off probably in the next half hour or so, yeah, and start a nice lovely wander down. A little bit further than Mt Wills South, so just up on one of the big rocks. See the back of Bogong there, across the Bogong High plains, and it looks like a bit of farmland down there, so it's certainly farmland out that way where we're going today. We're in another one of these lovely tracks where a bit hard to follow, but you know, you just look for the footpad if you can see it. Always pick a bit that's a bit easier while I video, of course, so yeah. So just picking our way through, occasionally you'll see the sign and make sure you're on the right track. All out onto the Omeo highway, so very strange again since Hotham was the last time I saw a bit of a road, so yeah, so I did hear a car go past before, so but yeah, here we are on the Omeo. So a short little walk up here to go off to the track again. So now off the Omeo highway on the track up to Gil Creek, so it's quite an easy walk so far, a couple of trees down and all that, but yeah, reasonably clear, easy to follow. Not too far from Gil Creek now. There's been a lot of track work since the Omeo highway down through here, so very easy, very fast walking, so just a few trees down as per normal. But apart from that, as you can see, it's well manicured and easy to follow. Now down at Gil Creek, I believe, so some deep water holes down there, a lot of water flowing. So yeah, so we'll have to find a way across. Maybe that is the way. Doesn't look the best, and then I believe we go up there, so yeah. But we might sort of stop here for lunch. It's close to 12. I'll make a decision. A bit of the track now is a bit harder to traverse. Not too bad though, but there was not many signs or anything that made me question, was this the right track and so forth. Based on Vic Maps, it's certainly not, but I've seen a couple of track markers and, you know, cut logs make it a bit more possible, so having a bit of fun on this bit of track. Still coming out of Gil Creek up the hill. Yeah, not too much further, but as you can see, quite steep. As we're getting closer to Taylor's Crossing, as the book said, expect to see farmland and gates and stuff like that, so very much so. So it does seem strange to see things like that. But we are on sort of seems reasonably traffic roads now, so well, not that I've seen a car, but yeah, it certainly looks more used than some of the other tracks for the last sort of 10 or so Ks. So I think I've got a bit over a K to go, and that will be it for the day at Taylor's Crossing. Well, it's a bit after 4:30, about 29 Ks, and we're at Taylor's Crossing, so pretty impressive bridge, meter, reasonably up, so yeah, so it's been a good day, a lot of down, I think about 2,000 metres of down, a bit over, so a bit insane, not so much up, maybe about 600 to 700, but still enough to push the legs, so yeah, so here we are, Taylor's Crossing on day 17. Well, day 18, so we're at Taylor's Crossing, just crossing over the suspension bridge now. It's getting close to 10, so it's a very late morning, nice easy morning. We're up to Benambra Corryong Road for food drop number 3. Sleep last night was pretty good. Thought the rushing water might have played tricks on me, but nah, I was all good. So nice sleep in the tent, bit of rain, but only sort of a drizzle just to make everything a bit damp and wet. So yeah, so the Minameta, so up pretty strong. Yeah, so it's going well. Glad I don't have to swim across it or cross this one like they used to. So thank God the Taylor's Crossing suspension bridge is here. So very impressive structure. Yeah. Not far now to the Benambra Corryong road, so where I got my food drops. So track's been a little bit squirrely along the, sort of as it's pretty much dropped really quickly down. So you can see the creek down there. So it's pretty much down the creek and then back up again to the road. So, and then we're done for the day. It's really only be about 1 o'clock when we'll be done. So nice short day, relax, eat some food, have a beer. Can't wait. Well, bit of fun. We got to cross over the creek or the river here. I think it's more of a creek. A lot of water around. Be interesting to see if I survive this without getting wet. Well, that's about as close as I get to the other side. Whoops. It looks like I'm getting wet. Yeah. And we'll pick a spot to go across somewhere. So boots off time. So lots of water around this part, so no easy way to cross. I think there used to be a log, but that looks like it's gone. Well, survived, didn't fall in, or got wet. But yeah, it was probably up to knee high. So pick your way through the rocks, pretty easy. Hard, sort of very muddy on this side, so it was hard to actually get the socks back on. So, but I've just put the socks on, the shoes on. We'll make our way up to the camp, not far now. All at the Benambra Corryong Road. There's a chap from the forestries here, but as a mate for another guy who's doing the walk is currently at Hotham. And the chap forgot his hat, so he's been wandering around, this guy, one of his mates, trying to find his food drop to put a hat with him. So yeah, I gave him a hand, and my food drop's here. However, my water has taken a bit of a pounding. Probably got about half full, so it's not too bad, so it should be good. So I'm going to sit down here now, have my lunch and enjoy.